Now that's more like it. What's going on with my camera? Hang on, is my camera not working? What's going on with the old camera here? Hang on. I think I know. Nope, couldn't be that. Let's see. I think it might be this right here. I'm still trying, so looks like the mic works, but not the camera. So what is missing? What did I do? What could it be? Let me check my my too many open applications here. Every once in a while, this would happen. Like if I had left something else running. That uses a camera. Oh, you know what? I bet you. I think I know what it is. I think. Nope, that's not it. What could it be? Settings. Let's try the settings. Camera. How about this one? Does that work? Somehow it started to recognize a different camera. So, anyways, can you hear me now? Is my mic working? I think this is working. Now I'm wondering if the audio is working. Hold on. Default. Yes, it looks like the mic is working. Okay, it worked. Hang on. Sideburns, I'm sending you a link. Nothing ever has to be easy in this world of struggle. Hang on. Oh, shoot. This is so stupid. All right, here we go. There's an invite if you like. Welcome everybody. Pop the camera up a little bit. Maybe that'll help a little bit. So I have kind of a fun unboxing today because I haven't opened this yet. I just got this in the mail and literally minutes ago. And I think I know what it is. In fact, I do know what it is because I can kind of see through it and I remember ordering it. But it was really late. No rush at all. So it's in a minute. Stop being so impatient. All right, I'm trying to take the bubble wrap off of this thing. And here it is. Oh, nice. So small box, and you can see it's oil pastels, but these are the Paul Rubens pearlescent ones. Pearl Essence. And boy, it's such a beautiful box. I watch Black Bean CMS, and I saw the episode where he first got his Paul Rubens ones, which he didn't really like, at least, or it didn't seem like he really liked them at first. But he was so impressed by the box. But if you look at the ones that he uses, like he's used to using I think he's got Crayolas in that collection of his. Like I was looking at, I'm always kind of interested when they go for their supplies. Look at that. It's got like a little, look at this. It's like a gift box. I feel like I'm getting chocolates or something. Look, it opens up with a little ribbon. Comes with a booklet. And, oh, don't tell me, look. It's not just one layer, or is it? Is it just one layer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18? Is it one layer of 18, or is this? No. Look at this. 2 layers. Very cool. And these are pearlescents. These are ones you would use like for like finishing touches and special effects because they're sparkly. I don't see myself doing entire portraits in special effects or entire images. But look at that nice gold. That looks pretty cool. I don't know if you can't really, this. If I turn this off a little bit, maybe you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, you can't see the sparkliness of it, but pretty cool. All right. I love this sliding drawer thing because I have had nothing but pain controlling my oil pastels. And in fact, right here, let me show you what I do with them right now. Speaking of which, this is what I do. And it's not very good. I just have them all stacked up. So these are my neons. This is a collection of like level 1 Artist Loft ones that I had in storage for over 10 years. And they're real crumbly and they don't work really well, but I did manage to do like an impasto with them where I was like shaving bits of them off with the palette knife and then kind of crushing them down, and that kind of seemed to work. The white, it's always after. I also got some extra white too. These are my fluorescents. These are Montmartre. I think they're all the same. Like if you were to buy Mungyo or I don't know who else is making out. No Rush, whatsoever. If you were to buy Mungyo or Arteco or one of those other brands on Amazon, you probably got the exact same ones. They just put a different label on it. I think that's called white labeling. I'm pretty sure it's the same. I don't know. Who knows? And then my real set is Hobby Lobby brand Master's Touch. And then I was like, oh, I got to get some of these nice ones. Paul Rubens, they're not expensive. Like this is like under $20. This is a Paul Rubens macaron or pastel set. So you notice there's no dark colors in here. So it is really, really light colors. And now I also have to add on to that these nice ones. And these were not expensive either, the pearlescent ones. I would have thought all this stuff would have been really expensive. Usually when you get over like 24 colors or something, the price starts to ramp up. It's totally true with colored pencils and even gouache is a little more expensive. And even my gel crayons. Speaking of which, we're going to do some gel crayon stuff today. I'm going to move this aside. I'm definitely going to do some oil pastels too, but I want to do some gel crayon stuff today. And my plan for how I was going to do it. Let me turn the light back on. There we go. My plan for how I was going to do it and what I was going to do. I want to make another articulated creature. I was going to do this fox. And you can see I've kind of outlined where I want to have different body parts. So the head is going to be a part. The body will be one part. This leg will be a part. And then this leg will also be a part, but it'll be and they'll be attached by the same pin. The tail will be attached by one pin. This arm will be one. And then this arm will be one. And obviously, I can't all cut it out of one piece of paper. I'm gonna have to cut them out individually or trace them individually somehow. And so I have a tool here. This is my plan. So I don't know what this will look like on video either. This is a cheap, light board that I got during the lockdown. And I say it was cheap because like I'm used to light boards. Like I was used to like kind of looking at them at Michael's or whatever, and they'd be like kind of expensive, like $50 or something like that. And then this is just like a big LED light. That's all it is. Cheaply made, and yet, like it was like $10 or something during the lockdown. And what I love about it is, it's a Chinese knockoff because it's a JHF art, but no English speaking person would name their product JH Fart. As you can see, they're JH Fart. I was like looking at that. I'm like, I bought the JH Fart. Anyway, so it's just a USB, and I happen to have a USB hub right here, and there's a button. There it is. It's glowy. We're gonna put our item down here. Now it looks like it's not coming through that well on the video, but that's okay. Maybe if I turn this off. That doesn't really help it. But I'm gonna try and trace off some of the parts onto this paper, which is thinner paper right here. And I'm gonna trace them off into different, there we go. That actually looks pretty good. I think I have, this is one of my good ones. This is my Black Stabilo watercolor pencil. And my idea is to do a fox, and I'm going to do an unusually colored blue fox. So there's the head, and that's going to be the hinge for the head. Now for the body, the body is going to be right around here. It's very embarrassing, my camera not working. And then it's got articulation, articulation, articulation. It's going to have those 4 articulations. Okay, let's do the tail. Maybe I could make an Etsy shop that just sells like a sheet that you can cut it out yourself and assemble. Cut out and assemble your own fox. And that'll be our tail for the fox. Okay, the legs. The legs will be a little bit unusual. Hang on. There's 2 legs, but they're going to go on the same pin, just on different sides of the body. So this is the front leg. And there's the articulation point. Now let's do the back leg. I think the back leg is going to go behind the body. Something like that. I have to admit, I haven't really planned this out extremely well. All right, same with the arms. There's one arm, and then there's the other arm. Oh, the other arm's going to share an articulation point with the head. But because it's on its own, it's going to, because it's just the articulation point, it'll have its own ability to articulate. Okay. That looks like the whole thing there. All right, now we can turn this off. And then it turns off. Boom. Okay. And then we can put this away. I'm not a big fan of tracing, but everyone suggested, oh, you totally need to get a light board. You know, if nothing else, just to transfer from one medium to another, you know, otherwise you're just going to have to hand jam it somehow. And I was like working on stuff in a sketchbook that I wanted to eventually turn into comics. Speaking of which, I'm hoping that we will get our other comic done today. But as long as I have this guy out here, right, let's color it first before we cut it out. And I've got most of, you notice I already did most of the lines. Let me turn the light back on. There we go. I did most of the lines. I wanted to do a blue fox. I'm going to use gel crayons. And the reason I'm using gel crayons is they dry better than the oil pastels. They're not as pretty. I might use some, maybe do some flourishes or something, but I can also use watercolor. And I have some really awesome iridescent watercolor. I got these little tiny things. Oh, here it is right here. This little mini tin box right here of handmade watercolor. So probably not these colors, which are green and gold, but maybe that silver color would look cool, or the gold color. All right. Let's go light to dark or dark to light. Light to dark. So we'll start with a white. And oh boy, I've miscalculated a bit already. First of all, I think my guy was a little dirty. Let's fix him. Okay, that's all right. That works. My second miscalculation is by using this watercolor colored pencil, it might mix with the colors here, and I think it is actually, but we'll see. All right, light to dark, light to dark. What's happening is the moisture of the gel crayon, and there is moisture to the gel crayon, that's why they're called gel crayons, is activating my colored pencil, and I'm not sure I like that because it's a black one, and it's looking a bit smudgy, but not too bad. A lot of this I'm hoping goes away once we cut it out. We cut our object out and then we attach. And I might be able to, like, once it dries, I can also try and go over it a second time. Because unlike gouache, it doesn't just activate and then keep activating. It's activate once and then stop activating. So look, I've kind of messed up that. Well, the feet I don't really mind too much because they're supposed to be like black feet, like little black paws. Okay, let's do some shading now. Is that even possible or even necessary? The answer is maybe not. Okay. We'll zoom in a little bit. Okay, and then this is what I wanted to do for the feet, is this dark blue color, which is still showing up a little bit. And a little bit of this pale yellow. Okay. All this is looking pretty good. All right. Now, this will dry. That's the thing about gel crayons, is they dry to a completely dry state. So while that's drying, and they don't go on like wet paint. I mean, they go on like kind of greasy crayon. But I'll be able to outline them in ink or felt pen as soon as they're completely dry. Before they're completely dry, if I use felt pen on them, it'll just gum up the felt pen. Like it'll come straight up. Now, this guy is also, he's not destined for the exact same sketchbook. The reason for that is that sketchbook is getting to be too big. It's got too much stuff in it, and it's not complete yet. There's still about 22 pages left to go in there, and I'm going to do them all. We're going to do them all. So I got to find somewhere else to put these things, and because the and by the way, the other one was the dragon, right? If you remember the red dragon that I did last, was it last time, or might have been a week before that? The dragon is the thing that takes up the most room in the sketchbook it's the little articulation hinges are actually the biggest thing in the sketchbook, and it's there's pop-ups in there, there's all kinds of other things in there, and there's tens of pages. I won't say hundreds of pages, but tens of pages in there. All right. Can't tell if I'm doing it. Okay, looks like I got it. So there's our fox. Fox's head. Okay. By the way, that's my trash bin right over there. All right. Hang on a moment. If we're on brand. To Sideburns, welcome to the show. Okay, and and for once it didn't just loop. I'm getting slightly better at this. By the way, yeah. So and this is by the way, we use StreamYard for streaming. I'm using the free version of it. Mm-hmm. But there actually is if you want to use the even better version of it, let me copy this clean link here. They're offering a pretty good deal, which is $10. What is it? Shit. Oh, I can't do it. Well, anyways, look in the description. They're offering like a $10 off offer right now. If you click on the link. This is not a sponsorship, by the way. I'm not getting paid for that, but it is because I'm still using the free version of it.
$10 discount.
Yeah.
New members, I guess.
Well, if they it's kind of cool because they build it in right now. It's like if you set up your live stream right now, you have a choice. You can, I don't know if I'm pretty sure they give this to everybody. If you set up your live stream right now, they'll say, "Hey, do you want to put a StreamYard affiliate link on there?" Because, they'll get $10 off, and if people click on it, then you could get some money off possibly at some point. I do eventually want to get. I don't know if I want to get a paid StreamYard. It's a subscription service, but I want some of the features of it. I've been looking on. So like OBS. It was like designed by NASA or something. I can't understand it, but on OBS you can get like these overlays.
Yep.
And the overlays are like Twitch overlays or whatever, but they make some for just straight up live streaming. Mm-hmm. And I've been thinking about buying one of the overlay packages and just using OBS because that might be kind of fun. They have some free ones too. Go ahead.
Streamlabs OBS has the more like layouts if you wanted. That's what
maybe I got to do something like that, and I'll switch all the way over to Twitch instead of the YouTubes. YouTube is working out for me right now, I guess. So for what it is,
Same so.
I don't want to turn my back on YouTube just yet.
No.
As jerky as they are. All right, hang on. Are they jerky? I don't know. All right, I'm getting my fox together. He's got an arm. I'll have to look at the original because I can't remember how it's supposed to go. Okay, the arm is the arm in front, so it's like this. And then let me get the tail. And then maybe I'll use those glittery oil pastels and do some kind of glitter effects on this fox. I have some ideas for the background. I still have some of that ornamental paper, decorated paper.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, how have you been? How's it going for you?
Yeah, it's been all right. I've had the house to myself for a couple of days.
Oh, pretty good.
And
Throwing some parties.
not really, no.
Not really, no. That was like a thing in the 80s. Like, my parents are out of town.
Exactly, yeah.
Woohoo, kegger.
Yeah.
Like every movie has that as a plot.
I streamed a game yesterday, so there's that.
Good times.
And not much else. I've been trying to get a fight scene, like draw a fight scene in Darkland Star. Taking longer than I expected.
Always tough, yeah. What do you look at anything for like inspiration, reference, layouts, anything like that? That always helps me.
Illustrated manga battles is the one I'm looking at.
That was pretty good. That's a good one. I looked at that one. So there's a scene in Beast Rangers where, once the lion guy Blaze realizes he can't win, or he's not likely to win. There's a scene where he's reflecting. He's just thinking to himself, I got to keep it up or else, he's more powerful than I thought. And I'm like, I took that right out of the inspiration from the book there. It's like, it helps. It's helpful if you have a scene like this, and I was like, all right, let's do that scene. So I just did like a panel like that. But another one that I get a lot out of is the Dragon Ball Z series. It's just one long battle for, 12 volumes of the series. It's 3 battles. There's one battle on Earth, and then one battle with Frieza. How does it go? And then, the battle with Frieza and Vegeta. I mean, it just goes on for volumes. So you can see, like, all of the different things he uses to set it up. I'm not saying tracing panels, but like just like getting an idea of how he paces it, because it's never boring. I was like, this is going to be boring. It's just one battle. I've seen the cartoon, I saw an episode of the cartoon, not knowing what was going on. That is not the case. All right, hang on. Gotta get my hinges out, and then I gotta get my pen blade. All right, so how's this going to go? This leg goes behind. This is going to be the toughest one. All right. Okay. Now we're going to hope we get this right. Maybe as an Etsy thing, I'll sell like a cutout sheet of all of the fox parts. and the instructions to assemble your own. Make your own. Color it in.
Oh no! Hold on a
A
second.
little coloring sheet.
Battery.
All right, hang on.
Just replacing the battery. Don't do anything.
Oh, no problem. I was kind of shocked that my stupid camera stopped working. It's probably because I was playing video games on the other monitor. I got this. There was one of those multi-console machines that has every video game on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I plugged it into the other computer monitor, and I was playing it, and it was pretty cool. I played a little bit of Mr. Do, which is an arcade game that I played when I was a kid, and then they had everything. They had fighting games. They had Hook, which is basically the same fighting game as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know, where you're going down the street battling guys. I got beat by the first boss on the Hook video game. Play a little Ms. Pac-Man. I was looking for Sinistar, but it wasn't there. Oh, I hear the cat.
She wants to say hi.
Okay. Let's see. I'm a tiny bit worried about this because I think that I may not have left enough room.
He has one eyeball. Yeah.
I am on the last page, last panel of the current comic. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. It was going to be the cats, but now I want to do something arcane so that, you know, so I can get it going for the next 9-volt anthology, which, by the way, we're just waiting for the cover now. I validated the file and everything. I even got the file through the validator. I'm kind of mad at them a little bit because, you know, I finally decided, okay, I'm just going to ask the question, you know, why isn't it available? Why do I need to be color in order to get access to global distribution? Like, that used to not be a rule. Like when we first did these books through Lulu, you didn't have to have that. So like the very first one actually, you know,
Yep,
was allowed to have it. And then after that, it was like, okay, nope, the rules have changed. So I actually put in a ticket and I said, hey, I'm just curious, what's behind that decision? And my answer was like such a total non-answer. He's like, well, it's got to be color to get to global distribution because global distribution requires color. I'm like,
yeah, I knew that, but why?
Yeah, that's
Thanks, dumbass.
That was the most, and it's like here's our webpage about it that explains that it needs color in order to get to global distribution. Were you curious about how to turn color on? And you know, because their color is super expensive, and that's the other reason. And I'm like, okay, so what about and also you need you need global distribution to get the free ISBN. Well, it's like, okay, well, is it possible still to get the free ISBN without doing it? It's like, and to get the free ISBN, you got to have global distribution, which requires color. So it's like, all right. So there's no answer for any of this stuff. Hey, did I do this wrong? No. Maybe.
Why is it picking up my drawer?
So anyways, I got the non-answer and I was like, all right, well, fine. If that's the way it is. Oh, that's why it's wrong. Oh, shoot, shucks. Okay. This only has one arm on it. That's why. Okay. I clearly have to maybe tidy up the color on this because it's looking very messy, but all right. Meow. Meow.
What? Oh, Benny's being intentional. That's all right.
He jumps up. How dare you speak to me in that tone?
Mm-hmm. How dare you?
Oh yeah, that's gonna give me the Greta. All right, did I not do this? I thought I cut through there. The answer is maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyhow, that'll do it.
And so you see. On that show. No.
Oh, I broke it again. Hold on.
Oh no.
This is supposed to. No, it's fine. It's just a stupid mistake.
I don't know if I made.
Okay, there he is. All right, here's my fox.
Oh.
And he has like he's got a little moving tail. He's got all four legs move.
Yep.
And the head moves.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not colored very well, so I want to do some touch-ups on his color. And then spritz him down with the Hussein. Saddam Hussein.
Mm-hmm.
Once he dries, I can actually use some like a felt tip on him and bring out his guidelines. There we go. But let's put him on something. Hold on. I know I got some paper here. Something fun to stick him on. Okay, here's our choices. I can put them on this, or that doesn't look good. Oh, this might be kind of cool. How about something like this? This is a possibility right here. I also have red. How about this? Bless you. Oh, it's better if it contrasts. Look at that.
How do you make it move? Like,
well,
like,
no, it's just you would touch it to make it move. Actually, you would actually have to like physically manipulate it. Whoops! And his arm's going the wrong direction. And I'm going to put him on like a little bit of a hinge, like a paper hinge that would allow him to be kind of lifted slightly above the plane, but still able to fold down into the book.
Yeah.
Let me put that over there. I also have this. This is super colorful paper, and there's all these different patterns, but I think this might be the one I'm going to go with. Let's see if I do it this way. It's even better. All right, let's make a paper hinge. Let me throw that out. Oh, I can use this paper for the hinge. Okay. Okay, something like this. I got this uwu or uhu uwu. I got this uwu glue or uhu glue, and it's supposed to be like better than I had like the bottom of the line cruddy Staples glue before. I'm not sure it's better. It's really brittle, and it things pull up really quickly with it. I might have to go back out and get some bottom of the line, glue stick paste.
I bought this the other day. E6000.
Maybe that's what I need.
Clear self-leveling. Made in the US.
That's like the industrial glue. Industrial strength. I think I need to wash my hands too, because I'm looking at all the. I got some alcohol over there. I'm gonna try and alcohol swab my hands. All right. If I do this correctly. I need some kind of, this will do it, white pen.
Oh, shit.
Is this white pen working? Come down, foot.
Where is it?
All right, let me give it the spray. So hopefully that worked. I don't know. We'll see. We'll be seeing soon enough if this worked or not. I think my spray actually activated the black Stabilo pencil. All right, once he dries, he or she.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a pretty cool YouTube video about these old-time French automata, which are like little toys.
Mm-hmm.
They're not comics in this case. Dee Dee's on. Hi, Dee.
Hi, Dee.
It's just it's an animated thing. Look, he moves his little head. Well, you can't really see it because I put my hand in the way. He moves his little head, but I don't know. It's an animated thing, but it's not going to be a comic. I think it's just a thing right now. I was just experimenting with adding more movement. I mean, it came from the pop-ups. Like once we did the pop-ups, it was like, okay, I only got to try something else. Yeah. Along with the pop-ups, right? Exactly. Although, so I did the dragon. I don't know if you saw the dragon. Let me show you the dragon. You might have seen it already. In which case, I apologize. Where's the dragon? So I did this dragon, and the dragon has like these moving wings that can move around. But the problem is, the dragon is the biggest thing in this book. You can see this big hole right here. That's the dragon. So he has to go into his own book. This little thing. And I'm gonna actually maybe I'll make a bunch of these and put them in their own book. So, and it might not be like, you might have like 4 things in the book. It might probably won't have that much stuff. But hang on.
Oh, this David Finch? No.
One of these.
David Finch.
Okay, I have this pop-up note. I mean, this craft paper notebook, and I was thinking maybe I could fit it in there, and it wouldn't get damaged too much. But it's too big, so I got to cut it down. So what if I cut this edge off? And then, whoops, my uwu glue, uhu stick. I have to get some of the E6000 because I know where that is. So I was going crazy looking for glue, you know. And the guy on the video channel only used the uhu, but he had the kind in a tube, just like you've got. Oh, you didn't see a dragon? Can we show it to you again? Hang on.
No, I did not. Or maybe I did.
There's the dragon. Okay, can you see it? And he has like little articulated arms. And I was thinking of, you know, once I did this one, let me show you where this all came from. Well, where it all came from. I got some of these. These are like those little brads, like little paper, you know, little paper connectors. You've seen those. They're brads, and you poke it through and you split the two arms. And I was just thinking, what could I do with those? What could I make out of those? So I made this dragon guy, and I thought, oh, he was so much fun. I like to do a whole menagerie, but I couldn't fit too many in one thing. So I thought maybe I'll do this one. And he has a pop-up too. I don't know if you can see him. He's actually popped up from the base a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. But I don't know if he'll lay flat, you know, in the book. I'm hoping he will. Well, even if I only if this turns out to be a little booklet that I can only fit 4 things in, I mean that's fine. That'll be what it is. Or like a greeting card, you know, maybe I start to come up with some kind of greeting card scheme, you know, where you put them in individual. Come back here. It wants to stick. It likes to stick. Like maybe you so you have made paper dolls before, yeah. So it's the same thing. It's a paper doll, but it's an animal, so it's a different thing. And it's stationary, but it lives on this little background card and has some movement. Maybe not a lot of movement. I should probably tidy it up a little bit because I know it looks. I did it in this black colored pencil, but it was a watercolor pencil. So this one is, you know, felt tip pen. This one I probably should have done something similar. All right. Anyhow. And I just got these pearlescent things, but I don't think I'm going to use them. I think once this dries and I feel it's a little bit still damp, and I probably should have waited. Maybe I can put some kind of pearlescent highlights on it or something. I don't know. Eventually, maybe I can figure out some kind of way to make it so you can get like a cat that would pose, you know, to do a sit, you know, because you could just, you know, instead of putting the hinge just at the thigh, you know, or the hip, you could put it at the knee too, the knee, and then the sort of ankle digitigrade thing, so you could get a creature that could sit down, you know, or something like that. And then, you know, using pop-ups or even just using little levers, like you could maybe I could take a piece of card and run it behind everything. Maybe you could create little levers that would move it around or something. That would be kind of nutty, but that would be funny. I don't know. All right. Well, anyways, there's our fox of the day. Oh, this is giving me a problem. There we go. I have this watercolor that I want to kind of use, this little silver watercolor, but I'm afraid to use it. Well, no, he's feeling dry now. He's dry. Let me find my watercolor brush. This one might ought to do it. I don't know. TD wants to know if you're drawing a robot belly dancer.
I'm drawing Betty Page.
Betty Page.
Kind of.
We took a class that was about dynamic figure drawing, and that's the way he teaches the.
And I'm kind of mannequinizing her a bit.
Yeah. That's how they teach the mannequin. Mm-hmm. All right, so I got this pearlescent stuff. He's a silver fox. Well, the next one I do, I'll try and be more careful with it, I guess. Mecha Betty. It's just an interim drawing. It's an underdrawing. It's fine.
Huh. No, it's a pin.
All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to use some of this gold, and that'll be it. All right. So Dee said, Sideburns, I thought you were healed up. Are you still sniffling?
Healed up. I'm taking medication for it. For bronchitis. But I'm actually kind of getting better. I think so.
Bronchitis is the worst. All right. This fox was so much fun. I may have to do another critter. Hang on a second.
What the heck was that? Soda. Test my knowledge here.
Okay. I'm looking at my hands like. My problem is I always have dirty hands. And
Dirty hands.
there's one thing that doesn't help dirty hands, it's oil pastels.
Dirty hand Pete.
Dirty hand Pete. I'm constantly trying to keep them clean. Well, I've got, okay, so this is 70% alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol. Let's see if I can keep my hands clean with that. Ah, smells like somebody just gave me a shot. You know when they put that stuff on your arm before they inject you with something?
You just reminded me. I have a thing in my fridge that I gotta get. I'll be right back.
No problem. All right. I know this might be boring, people, but I've got to put my stuff away because I need to make room. All right, so you can still look at my Foxy when I put my... This was done with King Arts gel crayons. Then I used a black watercolor pencil. I thought it was a Prismacolor, but it was actually a Stabilo. And it probably would have been a little bit smoother if I had gone with the Stabilo. I mean, with the Prismacolor.
So I got this thing. Like a, it's called a
wow.
shot.
Yes.
I like the little.
Do you just like drink that, or what do you do?
Yeah, I think you just drink it.
Is it echinacea?
I like the little it's not a jar, it's like a little bottle. Yeah, I might use it for something later. You never know.
Yeah, those little bottles like that are useful. I mean, you can use it for all kinds of things.
Putting nibs in, probably.
Putting what?
Or putting like nails or lids or like nibs.
Yeah, yeah. I like Altoids tins. I've got a like right over here. Perfect example.
She's right, you know.
It's just full of stuff.
Dee Dee's right. Mm.
What was that? Have to clean up in between projects too, or like your sketches?
I like both of them.
Like your sketches. That's very nice. Yes, awesome. All right. When I close it, what happens? Does it get crushed? If I put more of them in here, I think I can only afford to fit 2 or 3 of these in a book because that'll be impossible to close up after that. But all right, let's leave that off to the side. Okay.
I need tequila.
When I was talking about shot, I meant when they actually like get like an injector and hypodermic needle you. You know, because usually they take like a little alcohol swab.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I was talking about, this is what I was trying to clean the stuff off my hands with, was isopropyl alcohol. But
I think I have those lying around in my bathroom cabinet.
I don't know. Keep your fingers clean. Because I've been doing so much oil pastel, which is like finger painting at some point, you know, when you're just rubbing your finger in it. Yeah, that alcohol smell.
What? Vacuum my room somewhat.
I basically determined that there's probably a million techniques. There's a bunch of videos where they show all these different techniques, but for as far as people making stuff with oil pastels, there's like 3. You know? There's one where they do like a nice washy background and then they throw stuff in front of it, so it's like a sunset or a beach or a. And then the one thing that I think is interesting that Black Bean CMS does is he does portraits. And then he uses the sgraffito. Do you know what that is?
Nope.
It's like scratchboard. Like when you take something sharp, you've got something kind of waxy on there, like crayons or something, and then you take something sharp and you start scratching into it. And you can do that with watercolor too. Like you can, if you have, you know, nice thick watercolor paper. and you start to mar it up with some kind of item. I've got a little wooden, like a bamboo toothpick thing here. It'll sink in there. Scrapping out, says Dee Dee. Yeah. All right, so let's try out these new. Let me try out the new things. I'm very curious. So 2 minutes before the stream started, Dee Dee, the mail dropped off these they're Paul Rubens pearlescent oil pastels, and I definitely want to try them out. But I've got 2 loose. There we go. Yeah, it works good with oil pastels. Absolutely. Scraping out. Scraffito. It's one of those words that I just can't pronounce because it's an S and a G. Yeah. Scraffito. I think I even spelled it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find. You need to have some kind of plan for what you're doing, so that might be cool, kind of cool. Okay. Speaking of, where's my collection of scrap paper? Oh, this is scrap paper right here. Okay. We're going to use yellow and a blue, maybe orange, yellow and orange. Oh,
I see. All right.
I need a piece of scrap paper.
I did a live stream the other day, and then as I was about to end it, Jake was screaming at me in chat, and then I made a second one just minutes after, and he was like, yeah, we were just going back and forth.
What is he up to lately? He showed up on this stream.
Posted on Newgrounds the other
briefly.
day.
Oh, so he's still hanging out at Newgrounds? That's awesome.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Introduce yourself. Mad Cats.
I need to get one of those paper punchers that can cut in a circle because took me 2 tries to get this one and it's still not perfect. So all right, I'm going to take this. This is a circle. I wonder if I could just do this with a piece of eraser.
There's a lot of background details in this Marsh comic. It's like a big frame.
Yeah, the big doodle comic that he did.
You make it into a poster or something. That could be a good poster.
It reminded me of Span. What's his name? Spain Rodriguez.
Hmm.
If you know who that is. Let's see.
Robin. When did Robin join recently? I think, yeah. He
just showed up last night.
Last night. Yeah, I saw him post some stuff. Right.
I'll use that gold.
Cartoon.
It's pink.
Wacky Racers.
That was me posting the Wacky Racers.
The cavemen and the little rock one. Little rock car.
You remember the Wacky Racers?
No, I think that was... No, I was too young for Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
Too young, no, unfamiliar. Too unfamiliar with it. But I think there was a channel called Boomerang back in the day.
Yeah. Boomerang was the... It was like a Cartoon Network thing where they showed the old stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
All right, I'm going to use this yellow.
I like the chicken mobile, and I know the name is Snipely Whiplash or something. Is that
right? The bad guy.
Snipely. Yeah, that's his car. His little mutt. I like his little mutt.
And it was confusing too because so they're actually even a little bit before my time. So, but they still had them on. What if I do? I'm trying to figure out how to do like the foreground here. Like what? I don't even know what color that is. It's like a. Use this yellow. Okay. And then this is the new orange. This is pearlescent orange.
Okay. Welcome.
Yeah, this is some gold.
And
then back to the yellow. Okay. Ah, no, stay down. Okay. Oh. That's not going to work. Okay.
all right.
Where's my white? My Walter White. One trick I kind of learned is like you have to, whatever you got, you have to like clean off your pastel before you use it. Because it picks up everything underneath. All right, we're going to use... I kind of want to do this.
What? Oh my god.
What's that?
Oh, no, just browsing Twitter. It's a good audio, don't worry.
It's fine.
Is that a dog picture? Oh my god.
That's a cat gif. All right. I'm going to pull this little piece of paper back off. And hopefully... Oh, no! Do I have a stylus? I do! Somewhere! I've got to look around for it. I've got to somehow get... I thought by sticking a little piece of eraser, I would glue down like a little piece of paper and it would make like a stencil, like a little mask. Where is it? I know it can't be far. I know it cannot be far. I can improvise one. I've got some like bamboo toothpick kind of things. And is that one right there? I think that's one right there.
Oh.
But I need to do something dark in the foreground. Like it's got to be like, there could be some rocks or something. This picture that I was looking at for reference has an actual statue of a hand kind of coming up, but I don't think I would be able to do it with my inaccurate. All right, let's give it a shot. Just want to smooth out here a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot. All right. Now, how do we sgraffito in? Kind of just cut in a little bit. So that Black Bean CMS guy, when he does these portraits, he does like kind of random geometric patterns and stuff. So I did one. Let me show you what I did. I was trying to figure out, like, first of all, I had a picture that was ruined, so I thought, okay, well, it's ruined, so I'll do something else with it. Yeah, I might have to be thicker pastel. So actually, that's the one I did. So I don't know if you can see it. It's got like these kind of patterns that I did in there. And this is kind of a bad picture. So I was like, all right, well, it's fine. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. But I kind of want to do some smoothing on the water. And I probably should have waited until I'd done that before I threw the dark in there. Turn out the dark. Because you can always kind of go over it. There's a bird, or, yeah, well, you got to try some things out, figure out what's going to work. All right, so then, there we go. Especially if you've got something, like it's either that or you're throwing it away because it just didn't work out. Look, this one's got a point on it, so this one might even work better. And you can see it picks up the orange from behind it. Oh, I've got another one where I did kind of that scratchy technique. I'll show it to you. Hang on.
What the heck?
This one, let's see. There it is. So I did the rain. I don't know if you can see this. The rain on this dog picture, and also the spines on the umbrella are done with the scratch. But I think I've created a self-defeating situation by making this so small and then doing the steps slightly out of order. Like this one, maybe I could put in some of this yellow back in here. And I tried another one. I got this book about how to do oil pastel. And it's just a guy, and it's like he's a painter of like masterpieces, and he's showing you how he does stuff. He's like, yeah, just do this, and do this, and you're like, there's no way I can do any of that. But one of the techniques that he showed that I thought was kind of cool is he had this one picture with sailboats. And the sailboats are pretty far off in the distance. And the way he did the sailboats is he didn't get his pastels out and draw them. He just took another piece of paper and cut out a like a triangle, and he put that down, and then he just went over the top of it like a stencil, and got his sailboats. You know, got his little sails. And he did the same thing with like a oh, what was it? It was like a clothesline with clothes hanging on them. I definitely need more color. Wash my fingers again. Let's give it a shot. And then a good place for something like one of those graffito techniques is in the water, but no, it's not dark enough.
Oh no.
I shouldn't have pulled the tape off so soon. It's got all kinds of problems. All right, let's try this. There we go. Got a nice sharp line on it. All right, I'm going to try and do that sailboat technique because I've got this dark blob here that I'm not sure what it's supposed to be at this point. Yeah, after that's the funnest part is when the tape comes off. That's when it's really fun. Based on the same principle. Let's draw. Hold on. I'm going to draw a sail here. How about like is it a white sail? Maybe. That did not come out great. All right, where is this? This is the Stabilo again. Oh, that's definitely where I could have done like a scratch in like that right there. See, this is where I would probably screw myself up. All right. I may have to give up and go and do comics now. There's some fluorescent yellow. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't see it. All right. Yeah, this is probably not the best idea where I made it so tiny to work with. I probably should have used a bigger piece of paper. I've had like some luck. Like sometimes it's been okay. One thing I could do with this is I could just re-chop it and just chop the edges off where I've kind of messed it up a little bit. And that kind of reframes it a little bit. So thank you very much. I think Dee Dee's probably leaving. Probably. It's a possibility. Wait, hold on. All right, here we go. Let's reframe. It's not working. All right, let's try it again. There we go. That's where it's got to be. So let's take something that's too small and make it even smaller. And then you get kind of this little card. And if that doesn't work, I mean, you can throw it out. You can chop it up into bits and try and rearrange it and do all kinds of other neat things with it. You like it as it is? Well, we're going to put it in the book. I did this one this afternoon. This one came out pretty good. It's because I was planning better. When you have good planning, you can do good stuff, but you really got to... Oh, you know what I could do? Here, let's do this. Just because I have the ability. I'll put a little frame mat on it, like we'll figure out where it goes, and we'll mat it. Okay. Yeah, we could mount it on something else. Exactly. I like the way you think, Dee. That's exactly what I would do. Let's see. There's that. And then there we go. And then you get kind of a, yeah, it's an interesting looking border. It's nice. We still have the paper, the scraps. And then I can just go right back into comics and not feel too bad. All right, here's my paste. There we go. And we'll stick it in the book. The fun thing about sketchbooks is not everything. Yes, see you later. Not everything is going to be perfect. You're going to have a couple of duds in there, but they're good experiments to have. Good to try new things. Like that's kind of a dud right there. Some of these I like though. You know, like that one. Oh, you can't really see it. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's move this aside. Okay. It is now 7:25. And let's see if I gotta put away my junks. Put away your junk.
Oh God, no.
She said.
Yeah.
One of the greatest "that's what she said's" ever. All right, this orange is the pearlescent orange, and this is the pearlescent golds. Oh, this blue goes in here. All right, it's happening. Gold, orange. Am I still missing one? I'm still missing one. And it's this one. There it is. This is the coolest box, by the way. So here's how it opens up. It opens up this way, and then a drawer folds out this way. Nice.
Bye, Dee.
See you later, Dee Dee. Thanks so much for dropping by. That was awesome. All right. There goes my ooh-woo glue. Let's ooh-hoo with ooh-woo. Let's ooh-woo with ooh-hoo. All right. I make such a huge mess in these things. All right. Be right back.
Coffee, yeah.
Okay. Let's now see how far. Oops. See how far we can take this final panel. Would you like to be in the next book in the or what is it, a Weird Arcana?
Me?
Yeah, or are you probably overwhelmed with your other stuffs? Any answer is okay, by the way.
Depends.
As you know, I don't put pressure on anyone.
Yeah, I'd like to.
If you have the time, it would be cool to have you in it. Maybe you can do something like cover or colors like you did before, because that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I haven't really truly decided what I'm going to do yet for that. I mean, I kind of have an idea. But I was just watching Evan mentioned he just saw one of the Sentai shows, Car Rangers, and said it was really funny, and it reminded me of Die Ranger, which I don't. Have you ever seen Die Ranger?
No.
It's one of the first ones. It's from the 80s. Oh, I say one of the first ones. I mean, they go all the way back to like the 60s and 70s. But it's one of the first ones where they had a show dedicated to it that I know of. And I was trying to find the one with the goofy soccer villains. And the goofy soccer villains are great because one guy is a motorcycle. There's like a cutie villain who's a telephone. Don't ask, I don't understand it myself. She calls herself Cutie Pink. And she's a tokusatsu telephone girl. I don't know. She's got like a telephone thing. She throws her telephone. One of her special abilities is there's a motorcycle race going on at one point, and she just dials a number on herself, and a nearby payphone suddenly just lifts off the thing and squirts water. I'm dialing water, and the water shoots out of it. It's like really crazy. And then like one guy, his name is General Kamikaze, and he's a motorcycle, but he's also kind of a loser. And in the like in the plot, he's challenged one of the Power Ranger guys, the blue one, the Blue Ranger, to a motorcycle race. And in this race, you know, of course they're cheating because they're bad guys, but they have bombs attached to both of the motorcycles, and they have to collect these keys on the race. And the like one's hanging from a bus and one's hanging from a bridge. and then if they stop or crash, the motorcycle explodes and they'll die. So for both of them,
They should make a movie about that.
Yeah, and this is way before Speed, right? Anyways, the and the third key, there's only one. There's 2 keys of each one of the other ones. The third key, there's only one, and it's at the finish line, and you have to put the third key in to defuse the bomb on your motorcycle, and then the other person will die. And the other ranger's like, of course I will take this challenge, So they're doing the challenge, and then the main bad guy who's put them all up to it is like, Kamikaze, why are you trying so hard? Just lose as you always do. I made the bombs a fake. The bombs are really when you cross the finish line. So if you lose, you'll live, and then just let the Power Ranger win. And the goofy villains, General Kamikaze is so dedicated. Like he actually starts winning. Like he starts to legitimately win, and he's like, I can't. I'm really winning this time. I don't care if I die. And he drives his motorcycle over the bombs just to win the race at the end. And then in a hugely dramatic moment, the ranger once the ranger realizes what's going on, he gets mad and he was winning. He's like, I will never forgive you to the other bad guy that set up the race to be like a fake. He's like, and then he's like, General Kamikaze, you are a real man. Like, I thought that was cool. But the motorcycle race was really exciting. I was cutting into it. I was like, this is pretty freaking cool. I'd like to do something like that with like a motorcycle race or some kind of competition. And they did, like, the same villains. They did other things that were like it. Like one of them was a soccer game. Like, and that's the issue or the episode that I was looking for, because I was telling Evan about it, because it was because first of all they cheat, like, which they cheat of course, and then they're getting the guy that's like super hot-headed to accept the challenge, and then the rest of his friends join in and they eventually win, even though there's cheating. I don't know. But at the end you find out and then the girl villain, Cutie Pink, like she's the cheerleader for the thing, whatever it is. I don't know. I thought it was really cool. All right, there's something going on with the crotch on this dude. All right. If I put a highlight in the glass, whoa, there we go. It's starting to come together. Let's do another. All right. Oh, you know what we can do? Hang on. I can put one of these music things on. Here we go. All right. For those of you just tuning in, we're on the final push. Sideburns is working in a sketchbook, but I've almost got final panel. Princess of Apshai done.
Let's start the comic business again. One minute.
No problem.
What's it doing? What is it doing?
Did you hear that Donovan Cripp died? You know him?
Yeah, I know that guy.
I really liked him. I'm sorry.
Donovan Cripp?
Yeah.
Cripp Daddy.
Cripp Daddy, that guy. Donovan. Yeah. I don't know what his real name was. He died choking on pizza. He was drunk, choked on a piece of pizza.
Yeah. I watched Dank's video about that.
I watched that one too. And it's funny because, so first of all, Donovan had the darkest sense of humor, but he was so funny though.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching him on. Oh my god, he was hilarious.
I hope his Twitter doesn't get deleted, because isn't there like a policy about like inactive accounts?
There is. Yeah, I think once people pass away, because if it gets hacked or something, or somebody takes it over and they start using it for commercial purposes or something. I really quite liked him, and I hope it doesn't get deleted because there's so much funny stuff on there. Because he was a commentator. Like he would, if there was something going on, he would just show up in the comments and he would add a comment to it, and it was usually just fire, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny about Count Dankula. You know, Gamergate is over 10 years old now. I think it's
what? Oh.
Yes. That's when I first encountered him, when they were arresting him for making a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the people that was like, yes, they should arrest people for making jokes was Graham Linehan. And it was like, what the hell? Graham Linehan, who actually, is a comedian. And then Graham Linehan he did like a whole apology video for it. He's like, I didn't realize what was going on.
And yeah, I think he has like a organization set up that helps people. Yeah. I think that protects freedom of speech, something like that in the UK.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. More cars. Here we go.
Okay, almost got this last. Well, at least the last guy on the left. Oh, it didn't loop. Let's see what else I got. Lately, I've been getting really into this kind of mid-century modern commercial easy listening music, like Ferranti and Tyker on pianos and stuff like that. It's been crazy. Oh, somebody's in the comments. Hang on. Jake Chester, what a wonderful full-figure drawing of me. Are you like an insect man, is what you're saying?
Of course.
An insect guy. These are clones of the Myrdramites. A secret clone operation has been discovered. Clone soldiers and drones and workers. I could put in some, where's my Stipple Studio? There it is right there. That is in the wrong place. Oh crud, where'd it go? Rusty nib, there it is. He says, yes, I'm a pod man. Name me question. How does this guy post?
Your mic's a bit loud, man. Could you like?
Oh,
turn
I'm
it
sorry.
down a bit?
Yeah, I can turn it down.
You're peaking a bit.
Oh, I had no idea. Jake says, how does this guy post comments from the vat? And he's that.
Telepathy. Duh. We're running experiments. We'll figure that out.
Yeah. Experiments from the vat. From the bubbles. I've got a bubbler. This is like 70s car chase music.
No. I didn't take long to answer that. No.
If you kill your clone, that'd be suicide.
Yeah,
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah. It's also gay if you have sex with it, because it's just a different person.
Wait.
But with your memory, it's kind of like, I think it could be just a different person, but with your memories. If we're going off that. If the cloning is like kind of instantaneous, it's a weird kind of set of track we got on. It's part spy music almost.
Yes, it's kind of, but not quite. It is in that realm. I think I screwed up. Hang on. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
This is my other page. Some Charlie's Angels music, yes. I'll put something else on. Hold on, this is the other one. The big finale. All right, we'll change that one up. It was on loop.
Oh, I forgot I still did the camera off.
Oh, did you have your camera off the whole time?
Yeah. Didn't miss anything, don't worry. I still have the dodging.
Okay, this is a worker.
What's the dodging?
He's got
Raptor. 56. Uh-huh. Ah, that's good. Yep, that's a good one.
I've got my arms all out of proportion on this guy.
This is a Huion.
He's a what?
A Huion tablet.
Oh yeah, okay, I see. Jake's asking. Yeah.
Huion Canvas.
With an M.
Mhm. Sex, I want more. Stop the war. That's fantastic.
All right, let me pull the pencil layer off again. Jake, if you'd like to come in sometime, or even right now, you're welcome to anytime. Yes, Salt and Pepper have joined the chat. They've joined in the music. All right, whoops. We are a boring live stream. Just the way I like it. Oh shit. All right, whoops, sorry. Drawing at the moment, not eager to stream. Totally, no problem. So Jake, the new 9 volts has been announced. Just so you know, it's we will be doing our Weird Arcana next. It'll be due in December. The current one is just awaiting a cover. Sorry, my mic was spiking again. The current one will be in. Was it? Is it okay?
No, it's fine.
All right, cool. Yeah, current one. It's awaiting the cover. I've actually validated the file already, even. We have a lot of new people that are looking to get started, and you know what's inevitable is not everyone's going to finish. I think that's pretty normal. We haven't even really started. I'm going to post all of my pages to the Gilded once they start on it, though. All right, last guy. Going on vacation in September. I'm going on vacation in October myself to the beach.
Nice.
You go to the beach. You must go to the beach a lot in Australia because you're right there. Where are you?
Not since like 2000.
Like they closed the beach. Is that where you are? Is that right, or is that true?
I'm not in beach area. I'm in a
Okay.
mainland. I'm in the capital territory, so mainland.
Oh, okay.
I have to go to New South Wales, so some good close beach area. I'm not happy with this.
All right. All I plan on doing is art the whole time. I don't really go in the water too much. Is it pretty dangerous going to the beach in Australia, like a jellyfish, or they have great white sharks? You have a pretty big surfing culture in Australia, as far as I know.
Sydney is Bondi Beach, so yeah. There's actually a whole TV show about the lifeguards there. But I haven't been to big beaches. I can't remember the last time I went to a beach specifically.
There
Much
was
smaller ones.
You've also
Continue?
got one of those brutal oceans, like the Indian Ocean is notorious. Like it's one of the toughest oceans to sail in.
Far out.
Let's see. I was watching this one video. So they have this. It's this crazy extreme rowing sport, right? Where they get these special boats where you get it's like an enclosed boat basically, and you row your way across the ocean. And you sleep in the boat and you just row, and there's a girl that did it, and she got caught in the Indian Ocean, and there's like she has this huge emotional breakdown because she keeps checking her GPS, and it doesn't matter how much, once she hits that area, like she'll make progress one day, and then the next day she'll get knocked by the current backwards further than when she started. So she was like wasting days out there in the ocean, and then finally she broke through it and got through it and stuff. It was just a really emotional video. Sometimes I kind of regret that I never got a chance to, when I was young, to do any of those crazy things like that. Would have loved to have done that. I don't think I could do it now. I know I couldn't do it now. And yet I've been watching Sven, what's his last name? Oh, shucks. What's going on there? And he's like 80-something years old, and he's about to do it again. He's done it like 20 times. But he's building this new ship where he's going to sail around the world again.
Mm-hmm.
Circumnavigate the Earth. Solo at the age of 80-something. In this little pod, this little spaceship of a boat. And like some of the stuff that he does is like amazing. Like there's the other tough place to sail is around the is it the Cape of Good Hope? It's like sailing around the tip of South America. It's super dangerous. Like it's really rough seas in that area. So that's why they had to open up the entire Panama Canal to basically save people from doing that part of it. And he's done it multiple times, just gone around it in a tiny sailboat. Actually, am I in the Tones layer? I am. What if we did this? What if I took like it's wet on the floor around the clone tubes? Yeah, it's the Cape of Good Hope. All right. Let me turn this one off. Okay, that's my reference. So now I just got to draw the two main characters. However, we are at 8:02. So I think we might end this for right now, for today, for tonight. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Definitely follow Sideburns. Hang on. I'm going to post the URL. I believe there was a new page posted either yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah. And the next one's coming out on Monday, hopefully.
And the next new page will be out Monday.
Let me figure this out.
So, Sideburns comic will be up soon. This is the last page of this comic, which is not going to be in the anthology. This is Princess of Apshai, along with Book of Ruin, will be in a new book called Silver Ball, #1, Silver Ball. And that one, after I finish this, I'm going to do the cover, or I'm going to at least plan the cover. And we're going to figure out how to... I'm going to do a color cover. I don't very often do color. And then finally, what's the next thing that's going on? Oh, and then we're going to start on whatever we're going to do for Weird Arcana. So Weird Arcana is coming up after that. Mm-hmm. I don't have a story planned out yet, but I like to surprise myself with whatever comes up.
Yay.
Yeah, awesome. Oh, and if you haven't yet backed it, hang on, let me put it up there. Kickstarter. Rune RPG Zine. Let me find the link.
Hello, Benny.
See if I can find it. The Rune RPG Zine. It's just part of Zine Quest. And I'm in that as well. Although I'm an RPG Zine. There it is right here. Runes. Sorry, Runes. So I'll put that up there as well. There's that one. The Runes Fantasy RPG Zine. Be on the lookout for more stuff coming out. Like I said, Adventure Awaits coming out. We hope as soon as the cover gets done. Weird Arcana is slated to come out in December of 2023. Might skip till January. That's how things go. And Silver Ball will be sometime in, what month is it right now? August? September? It'll be sometime in September. So September, look for Silver Ball. That will be on Amazon if everything goes well. All right. I will talk to you later. You got any last words from...
Nope. I'm all good.
Awesome.
Just to take you back from this page. But anyway. Thanks for having me on.
Cool. Absolutely. Anytime. And it's so great to have you here. And shout out to Jake. Love to have you sometime. Mm-hmm. All right. Talk to you later.
Because all you of Earth are idiots.